10-minute daily reality check, Monday. You guys see the games? Carson Wentz. I'm got to tell you, I am going to have a lot of trust in the universe right now. There's something I said to a friend of mine the other day. I told her. I said, I will never not trust the universe again. I've had an amazing fantasy football season. For those of you who actually give a shit about that, for the rest of you, just listen. There's a good message here. Aaron Rodgers went down, played the Vikings, went down the middle of the beginning of the season, actually, and broke his collarbone. I've had Aaron Rodgers in fantasy football twice. Both years, he broke his collarbone. Both times, I had no backup quarterback, and both times, I had a good enough team that probably would have taken the whole run. This year, the same thing happened. Aaron Rodgers went down, broke his collarbone. I had no backup quarterback, and I was able to trade Alvin Kamara for Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz went on to have a phenomenal season so far. My team's 10-3. I've got the number one seed in the playoffs. And Carson Wentz tore his ACL. About a week ago, I picked up Aaron Rodgers again because I figured I would be blocking somebody else from getting him. Now I'm going to sweat out the next 24 hours and hope that Aaron Rodgers gets the green light from the doctors to play again. It's kind of ironic that Wentz went down when Rodgers is coming back. It's about trusting the universe. When you're dialed into life, you seem to always be making the right moves. No matter what you do seems to always work out. As one door closes, another door opens. As one customer leaves, a new one comes in. As one relationship ends, a new one tends to venture. As one date that you were excited about fails and fizzles, another door seems to just open. It's been like that for me my whole life. But now I'm so much more aware of it. So much more aware of how the universe delivers exactly what I'm looking for at the exact right moment. It's a complete trust, a complete faith. And it can't only be me. It happens to a lot of people. I just happen to be dialed into the energy of it and realizing that in life, when you truly believe and you're truly connected to your life, when a bad thing happens, even it might be fantasy football, another good thing arises the very next day. See, it all starts with communicating with your desires. A lot of people I've met in life are horrible communicators, the worst. I've worked with people that are the worst communicators in the world. You'll send them an email and they don't get back to you for a week. You'll call them on the phone, they don't get back to you. You text, they don't get back to you. They tell you they're doing work, but they don't tell you what they're doing, which in turn drives me nuts because I am a communication person. To me, there's nothing better than having great communication. On Thursday, somebody who I was trying to get in touch with all week because the subject matter and the thing that we're working on causes me a little bit internal stress. They promised to get back to me on Friday. They did not. I let it sit over the weekend because I didn't want to let it ruin my weekend or allow that energy to ruin my weekend. But the next time I speak to them, I'm going to tell them, look, the information that I needed to hear from you on Friday, I was waiting to hear. You didn't get back to me. You allowed it to sit. I don't care if you got busy. That's poor communication. And that's what a lot of people do. A lot of people have such poor communication skills that they don't think about the repercussions or the stress that may be causing somebody else. When you make a commitment to talk to somebody or you make a commitment to answer somebody in a timely manner, what happens is you are literally making a promise to that person that you're going to get back to them. When you leave somebody hanging, you're basically telling them that their stress, their anxiety, their life doesn't mean much to you. You made a promise, you made a commitment to talk to somebody. You made a commitment to get back to somebody. You made a commitment to be in touch with somebody, and you chose not to do it. When I make a promise to somebody, I want to make sure that I always come through, because I know that they are relying on whatever that conversation is or whatever information I may be needing to give them at that present moment. So if I make someone wait, I might be causing anxiety in them. And if I'm causing anxiety in them, it means that I'm not really living a life full of integrity. You see, every single time that you make a decision not to get back to somebody when you promise to get back to them, you're allowing their mind to wander. You're allowing their mind to create stories that they may or may not need to create. And you may or may not be causing them stress. They're relying on you to get back to them. They're relying on you to pass on the information. They're looking forward to that conversation. It soothes their mind. The problem is a lot of people don't do it. A lot of people just walk around. They think that they're just the busiest person in the entire world, and their whole life is about them. I hear the excuses every day when someone who said they were going to get back to me don't. I listen to their bullshit, and I'm tired of it. Oh, I got busy. Well, I'm not fucking busy. I'm not busy at all. I was sitting around waiting for your phone call. I wasn't sitting there all day long staring at the phone, waiting for it to ring. Those were my 20s when I was dating somebody and they didn't get back to me. But I needed to hear from you because the information that you were going to share with me was going to relieve some type of stress that may or may not have been building inside of me due to what I was looking to hear from you. But you obviously, as a person, didn't give enough thought into that because you're super busy. Well, so am I. You see, every time you make a promise to somebody and you don't deliver, you may have caused feelings and emotions to percolate inside them. They might be waiting to hear back from you because you might have news that may change the direction of their day. They don't hear from you and they're wondering what's going on, and they're not fully present or concentrating on other things because they're waiting to hear from you. Because you may have something important to tell them, something that may have caused them stress. You may have an answer for it. You might be offering them help. And by not calling somebody the way you say, you're causing more stress and anxiety in another person. And that is the worst thing to do to somebody, is to cause stress and anxiety in other people. When we cause stress and anxiety in other people, we're telling that person that we really just don't give a fuck about how they feel. So the next time you make a promise to somebody to speak and you don't do it, you're really telling them that they're not important to you. Their feelings are not important. If they breathe, they're not important. You're literally telling that person that every single time you do that. There's a few people in my life that pull that, and every single time I look at them and I say, you know, you pull this shit over and over again. And they always have an excuse. They have an excuse because they really don't care. Because they really are self-centered. If someone tells you you have poor communication skills, or somebody tells you that they feel not respected because you didn't call them when you told them you would, listen to them. We all have messages for each other. We're all here to grow. We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. We all screw up from time to time. We all leave people hanging from time to time. But only the true soul, the powerful soul, the evolved soul, actually hears what someone is actually saying and doesn't get defensive. Every time you get defensive, you're just really telling somebody, even more so than you did by your actions, by not calling them, that you really don't care about what they think or what they feel. So the next time someone calls you out, listen to them, learn from it, embrace it, and grow from it. I'm done, man. I got calls to make, man. It's a Monday. It's December. I got Christmas shopping to do. We got a game, and we got 24 hours left to find out if Aaron Rodgers is playing. Otherwise, it's going to be Blake Bortles time on my fantasy, and that, to me, is not going to be fun. 10-minute daily reality check out. Enjoy your Monday.